Mrs. Knight is the type of person who believes every student can succeed. She can really facilitate that learning experience and get them to that true, deep understanding of the learning taking place.
Miss Knight is a great teacher because she likes laughing with us when she's teaching us. She'll tutor you. She helps you with the assignments that you're missing.
Miss Knight has been my teacher for 2 years. She's a really nice, caring person, and she really does care about you when you're in her class. She goes all out for her student.
Mrs. Knight, we wanted to recognize you and celebrate you today and honor you with the extra effort, extra credit award for everything that you do to go above and beyond. I know that you're one of the first staff members to always come here in the morning. You're one of the first to arrive and one of the last to leave. You put that time, that energy, that commitment into your craft. I know you take on a lot of leadership roles, and I think one of the ones that impresses me is the mentoring and the coaching that you do for aspiring teachers and new teachers. You mentor them. One of the things I think that's really impressive is the connection that you have with your kids. You reach out to your parents, and it says again a lot about that civility, that kindness, and that caring about our kids here at our district, and that's what we're about. And so with that, we wanted to give you the extra effort, extra credit award.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Kristen, thank you for joining me today.
Thank you.
What inspired you to go into education, specifically special education?
So I've always had the love for education and being part of a school. It wasn't until my time when I lived in Texas, where I volunteered for the Special Olympics, that my heart just really was drawn to these students.
What is your perspective on the idea every student is successful?
It's just the idea of taking rigorous curriculum and breaking it down into manageable chunks. It's finding a new novel approach and just making them feel successful at every little point that we can.
As a special education teacher, I know you spend a lot of time getting to know your students and their parents. What's the idea behind that?
When the students feel that I'm invested in them, they're going to be invested with me. So understanding what they're walking into my room with, the baggage that they bring with them, and then knowing how to take a mundane thing such as math and breaking it down into those chunks and making it relatable for them is huge.
You've taken on the role as a mentor teacher, working with brand new teachers and teachers in a teaching education program. What's the idea behind that?
So a lot of students, when they're in those mentor programs, it's just bookwork. So being in a classroom, in a special education classroom, and seeing it laid out and seeing the diverse needs in a classroom, it's so different. I want them to experience what it's like to take an idea and break it down, what it's like to make these students feel successful. I love to break down the stigma of what special education is and showing them that they're just students. They have a different approach, and we need to have a different way of thinking when we work with these students.
Thank you very much for joining me today.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Mrs. Knight. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.